Today, in the kitchen of Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme, we are cleaning up the kitchen because I put things up, but I kind of didn't quite clean it up as much as I should have yesterday. You know, we were tired. We spent a lot of time yesterday in the kitchen, and we baked that cake. Today, we're going to create a new vignette. So, stay tuned. I'm Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme. Back to the kitchen of Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme, where we work hard, we love God and family, and we know that everything else is just gravy. So please come back, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon, right here. I have enjoyed your being right here in the kitchen with me, your family, and that's the fun of it. Yesterday, we had such a good time right here in the kitchen. We were cooking, we did dessert, we of course did dinner, and by the time we finished, we were exhausted. And so, today, unfortunately, I've got to clean up. So I'm going to get this kitchen cleaned up, and you're right here with me. We're going to do that, and you see my vignette that's right there. I'm going to do something new with that and give the kitchen an uplift for October. So stay right there. I really hadn't realized that the camera had slipped and turned, and that you had missed the whole part of what I was doing. I had several bags of rice that I had picked up, and some navy beans also that I had picked up, and so I was showing you how I store those. And what I typically do is to put the rice into heavy freezer Ziploc bags, and then I stick them in my freezer. And when I'm ready to actually prepare the rice, I just pour out whatever I need, put the bag back in the freezer, and I don't have to worry about any type of little varmints or anything that may decide to visit my rice, because they don't like the cold. Because you know we have to rinse our rice anyway, at least 4 or 5 times before you use it. Now, I'm also preparing my coffee and the big guy's coffee. And so I'm just kind of rattling around over there because I need their coffee to get me going. It's early in the morning, and I want him to get up and get moving. And I certainly need to get up and get moving because we've got a kitchen to finish up. And we've got the fun part. We got decorating to do. We don't have time to play around. So let's get to it. Wipe off that bottle of honey. So rather than bringing the honey over there, I'm going to do it right here. Get that all cleaned off. And I was supposed to fill up our creamer. So, I guess you noticed that what I like to do, I keep a towel, I have a dry towel and a wet towel. So I wet my counters down, wipe them up real good with, I have dishwashing liquid and bleach. And I wipe those counters down good, and then I go back and wipe them with my dry towel. So it just dries them, you don't have any water spots, and it keeps your counters nice and clean and shiny. That's what I like. So, I'll get that creamer. I opened up one of my Amazon boxes that had been sitting here over the weekend, And, you know, these boxes, it's a good thing I'm a real avid recycler, because yesterday we had so much recycling to do that we had to make a run to the recycle center, and that's not usually something we have to do. Usually I have enough space to be able to get all the recycling taken care of. It can stay until it's picked up on Wednesdays, but not this week. It seemed like everything that came in this house this week was huge, and those big boxes were just driving me crazy. So the big guy and I took off to the recycle center and took them. And so, you know, we do what we have to do, but we also get things out of the way. Now, I brought this jar over for something because I knew I was going to use it, and it'll come back to me. So let me throw this in our recycle box. Now I've got water running over those beans, and I pour most of it off. So that they're good and clean. Okay, how many of you like navy beans? You know, they're awfully good for you. And on those days, we try to have at least 1 or 2 meat-free meals a week. And you know what? A meal with beans, rice, some cabbage, and whatever else you may decide to throw in there with it is a really good meal. Some carrots, onions. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hungry and it's not even dinner time. But just thinking about it. So, let's clear things so that we can start to think about what we want to do different. You know, I love my arrangement that's here, and I bought some dishes on sale. I like these dishes. Look at the detail. Yeah, I'm trying to get them so you won't see the glare. Look at that detail. These are Pioneer Woman's, and I really hadn't bought them. I liked, this is linen, and I like the look of that. Very lacy, very ladylike, very dainty, and I like them. So for that reason, I picked up some finally because they were on sale, and I thought they'd blend very well on my table. So eventually, we're going to put together a tablescape using these, but not today. Deconstruction. I have my computer here, and I haven't decided if I'm going to leave it here. It is awfully convenient when I'm trying to put recipes together. And I'm going to keep some of these items because we may actually put them back in there. But for sure, as much as I loved my flower arrangement, it's time for it to go. I need something a little lighter. I got Betsy here, and so I am going to just pick this up for the moment and sit that there. Now this is what we had up to this point. We had our little fall leaves stuck in there with our pipberry, and I'm not sure I'm going to put the pipberry back. One thing that I did add that wasn't there earlier is my Lazy Susan. And the Lazy Susan is so convenient because it's just nice when I use it for when I'm doing my arrangements. I can turn them around, and you know, in the background I'm working on Christmas because it won't be long. Christmas is going to be here and we're going to say, oh my goodness. Now, tray, no tray. If I put the tray there, then that tends to collect. Well, let's start it off. We're going to put the tray in place. And I want this. Look at that silver and silver. I kind of like that. Now I need to move this totally out of the way. I'm not taking it down because I may do something a little different over here. So I'm going to put that over there. Over there, where it's out of sight, out of mind. And I'm going to leave my computer here because I'm really not bothered by that. Now, I think I'm going to put down a runner. This is one of my fall runners. It picks up the blues that are over there. And I think, you see where I put this is what happens when you have a tray. I've got my earrings, I've got glasses, all kinds of stuff that ends up sliding under it. Napkins, they go there. So we are going to put the table runner, or the runner, in place. Now that I get this here, I want my candle for this month, which is my Yankee candle that I got, and it's called Caramel Apple Cake. Anybody's? Now, before we get to finishing our vignette, I hope you will go right now down to that like button and click that like. Also, while you're there, subscribe if you're not already a family member, because we love having you with us. Now, also, you may want to also click the bell, because that's going to notify you every time I upload. Now let's get to the rest of our vignette. I'm going to have to turn that off for a minute. Blow it out. Anybody see something? Remember yesterday, what did we do? We made a caramel apple cake. Okay, so I'm going to relight it. You know, it's just a temporary. So put that back. So he's in place. Now, because of the colors in this arrangement, I think what I'm going to do is to lift this up. I want this. I should have thought this through, right? Okay, I'm going to lift this up. Well, you might see this and you might not. This is what happens when you're trying to work through a design, is that you put it in, you take it out. You put it in, you take it out. And I put it in, and now I'm taking it out. Now, so I'm going to put this right in here. Oh, that fits great. And we're going to kind of get those pip berries all together, get everything flipped so that we can use them. I don't want any under the jar because I don't want the jar to lean. Okay, now let's try to get the jar back in there. Put it back and nestle it in. Work on that. Let me pull it up. Takes a moment, it just takes a moment. You have to be patient and work with it. You can get what you want to go where you want it with patience. Now, this is where our Lazy Susan comes in handy, because I can just turn it around. I can get those pip berries in place, and I want them to I want it to look very fall, very woodsy, very fall. Okay. There we go. There we go. I like that. Hold on. All right. Now, as you can see, I put some pipberry down at the bottom, and I do like pipberry. I order my pipberry through pipberryfarms.com. And no, I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm telling you, they have the best there is. And it's very affordable, as well as being, the colors are true, and I've just had good success with them in using it. Okay, I've got a little bit in. I think I have some more of that. And I'm just going to start to add a few of our pumpkins in. So what I'm doing is walking around the house, finding a few things, taking a few things, and I think I'm going to move. Let's see if I can get my pumpkin there. My little pumpkin here. If I move that off to the side, I think my little pumpkin topiary will fit right there. So we have lots of little pumpkins, and start to work these other ones in. Okay, so I need something right there. Little pumpkins. I don't know if I'll put Betsy over there or not. I liked my little thankful sign that I had. I want it to sit there, right there. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to keep it on the Lazy Susan. I think I'm going to take it off, mainly because of the candle and because we've got some other things to work on. So it's going to come down. This is pretty heavy. It's weighty, but I'm going to turn it so that when you enter the room, you will see the thankful. And I'll put you on the other side so that you can see the thankful. And I think I'll probably add more leaves and all kinds of little things to this. I'm looking at it thinking, okay, I like that. I like that. What else do we need? You know, you pop things out of one place and you put it in somewhere else. So I'm looking at this thinking, I want this. Oh, this is a part of my arrangement. Oh, this is going to be good. Let's put this in, right in there. See? Now that's going to light that up. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay. Let me come over here and get a little something else, a little something. And work those in, because you know, this will change. All right, let's get a few more. And I'm bending them so that I can ease these flowers in. Their colors are in. Their little pieces are in. You know, they're just touches. So I'm going to bring you over on this side so you can see. I think that's a little too much right there. You can see how this turns out. because we are truly thankful. You know, it's been a rough 6 months, and we are trying to stay positive, and we are staying positive because we're blessed. And let's just get that going. I like that. I don't think I really need these, or do I? Do I need them in to give a little more fall? Well, let's put them up here, see what we think. I'm going to add those into the pit berry. I'll work those pit berries around. Put it around our candle. Like I said, you know, I speed it up and slow it down. So I'm going to speed that up so you can see what we've done. Got our green going. So we're going to need a little green. We still have a lot of green outside. And, you know, as much as fall's coming in, it's still early. Okay. Oh, I do like that. Erase this, move my words. Put a little bit of leaves, little leaves in and out of, trying to wind them in and out. And put our thankful sign back in place. You know, it's been a real interesting fall in that depending upon where you're able to shop, some fall things came in. They were a little later than some of the others, and it just depends. It just depends. We've had some things I was able to find early. And all right, let's look at this little lantern a little closer. I'm going to take you in, and hopefully I won't jiggle you too much where you feel like you're seasick. But you'll see our candle, and you know what I need to do. I need to light it. I hope you're burning a candle or a light in your window or in your special place, because we need to make sure every day that we are praying for the families of those who have lost loved ones due to complications with COVID-19. And I know we've lost friends as well as some family. So we need to keep them lifted up always. And when I close and I'm telling you blessings to you, that's because I'm praying that you are safe and that your lives are those that you are living are full and complete. Now, as I look through this with our camera, you can see our thankful's there, but because of all the fall, it got covered up. So let's see if we can get those down just a little bit. Get those leaves down. See if those pip berries can take care of that for us. Do a little work because they are pliable. We can work with those so we can see just how thankful we are. I hope that you're spending the time valuably with your family and with each other. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and that you're also taking some quiet time and just relaxing. And for those of you who are going through some things with families and sickness and illness and deaths, I pray that you weigh heavy on my heart, and I do pray for you. I pray for all of you, all of my family and friends, because this is an interesting time. I don't want to say it's difficult, because some people are able to handle it just a little better than others. Some people are depressed, and they feel like there's no other way out. But you know, I serve a God that says that it might be tough now, but He's got this. And I'm trusting that every day. So when you get up, know that you have His strength behind you, and that there's nothing you can't do. So here at the house of Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme, we work hard. We love God and family. And we know without a doubt that the rest of this craziness is just gravy. So we're not going to sweat it. We're going to let it work its way out. We're not going to get caught up in a lot of stuff. That doesn't mean that we're going to lay down and roll over. But we know that the rest is gravy.